Hey, what's up, dolls and gents? It's Risper, and I'm here to do a story time. And this happened earlier this year, in January, when I got a job. Like I told you guys who have been watching me, I got a job at a hotel, and I was gonna be the front desk manager at the hotel. Like you can tell, I am not working there no more. So I got a good job as a front desk manager. They were gonna pay me $15 an hour, and being that I hadn't worked for about a year, this was a really good deal for me. And so before that, I had been looking for daycare, and Ali Head Start does daycare, but right, they didn't have openings, so they could not take Myrania then. So I looked for somebody I knew. She wasn't a close friend or something like that, but it's somebody I knew from somebody and somebody. And so I got her number, and they were just starting a new home daycare, and it was her and her friend. And so I was like, yeah, this is gonna be cool and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I know her, and even though she's um I know her, I know her kid, and I think I related more to her kid because her kid's name was like my brother's name. So I'm like, yeah, this will be really fun and cool, and Myrania will get to play with the boy, like her boy, and other kids. And the other lady also had a really young child. I would say he was maybe 3-4 months, I guess. And so let's say I don't want to mention their name. So let's say there were two people that were starting a daycare. Let's call A the person I know from a friend and a friend, and then B is the person, her person, B is the other person that they're opening daycare with. So I was so excited that Marina is gonna play with A's kid, and A's kid was almost like 24 months. So he was a little bit older, but he would get to play with Marina, which was really cool. And he was new starting daycare. I'd gone to their house, I'd looked at their house, and so we had talked. Like what happened? We had talked. How much they're gonna charge, and she had said it's gonna be $195 a week. And so I'm like, okay, that's fine. $195 a week is okay, even though it's kind of onto the higher side, but it's fine. I could afford $200 a week. Because I was getting this job, I would afford $200 a week, and I was thinking of getting also childcare to help with that. So we went there. I went to see her, and we looked at the house and like stuff like that. So I remember Marinia's dad had come to go check at the daycare, and we were asking. We asked B. B is the one who was there for us to see the house, because I think it's B's house, and so we asked her questions like, do you do hourly? She was like, no, we charge 95 a week. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. So the first day we dropped Myrania was, I don't remember if it was on a Monday. Yeah, I think it was on a Monday. I dropped Myrania on a Monday at 9 in the morning, and she was there, and Myrania wasn't feeling well, so she was there until 12. She was there until 12 a.m. No, she was there until 12 p.m. I texted her dad. I'm like, I'm not able to get off to go pick Myrania. Could you please go pick Myrania? And she's not feeling well. So he went and took her off daycare at 12. So Myrania was only there for 4 hours. Yes, Myrania was there for 4 hours. So I texted her and I told her, hey, Myrania is not feeling well. I don't think she's gonna be in to daycare tomorrow. And she was like, okay, that's fine. Then the next day, so Myrania didn't go to daycare the whole of that week because she had a cold and she was not feeling really well, and I didn't want her to take her because she has a 3-month-old baby. I didn't want to take Myrania there and put this 3-month-old baby sick, to get this 3-month-old baby sick. But so every day I would tell her, hey, Myrania is not gonna come today because she's not feeling well. They would say, okay. They never told me anything, hey, you would have to pay for $195 or whatever. So it came to Friday, and she was asking, hey, Rispa, when are you gonna come pay for this week? And I'm like, okay. Okay, so I asked her, do I pay for Myrania being there one day, or what happened? She said, no, you'd have to pay for Myrania's $195 a week. And I'm like, okay, that's fine, because I remember she told me it was $195 a week. But the thing is, I was like in the back of my mind, why would I have to pay? My child is sick. Why do I have to pay 195 a week when I can divide that 195 into kid divide that 195 and pay her for the one day that Myrania was there, and that's it. And so she got so mad at me because I told her, you hadn't explained this well to me. You would have told me if my child was there or not there. I have to pay and stuff like that, because really, I'm really working hard to get this money, and you were trying to steal it from me. And she was like, no, Risper, this is what happened. It's in our book. It's in our logbook, what's it called, our handbook and stuff. So I went through the handbook and looked through the handbook, and there was nothing like that in there. There is even nothing about price in the book. And so I texted her back and I'm like, hey, there's nothing about price or in the handbook. And she got so defensive with me. She goes, if you're not gonna pay, so this is we're going back and forth because she's something else. So we're going back and forth with her. I'm like, it doesn't make any sense for me to be paying. Now she'd asked me to pay $390 because when we were talking about this conversation, it was Monday. And so she was like, it's the next Monday, you have to pay $390. And I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. Myrania has only been there for one day. It really doesn't make any sense for me to pay. And she wasn't even offering me anything. And like, yeah, we can walk with you, we can see. She was like, oh, if Risper, you don't pay, I'm gonna take you to small courts and stuff like that. And so me and Myrania's dad decided we are not gonna be taking her back to that daycare, and we had a really bad experience. And it was something that I know it's because of money, and people in here in my town in North Dakota are greedy. And with the oil field, okay, right now oil is going down, there's no business, there's no jobs, so it's really, people are just taking advantage of people. And I felt as if she was taking advantage of me, and I just took off Myrania from there, and it was a really bad experience for me. And so guys, the lesson of this story time is, when you're looking into daycare, be sure to ask a lot of questions. Be sure to ask prices, when they're gonna change the diaper. It's the funniest thing because, like, when I got to think about it, she said Myrania ate spaghetti and yogurt. And she said that Myrania was picked at 12. Myrania is a messy eater. And if she ate, she would have had mess and she would have been changed her clothes or something like that. But nothing, Myrania wasn't changed. She still had the same clothes that she had. And I felt betrayed. I felt, yeah, this is not something you do. Even though you're greedy because you're just starting out as a new daycare, you shouldn't do that to people. So when you're mom out there, when you're looking into daycare, be specific on what you want. Write a list of things that you're gonna take to your daycare. Like we write a list, hey, my baby eats at this time, my baby likes to do this, my baby likes to do this. At least they know. And you be sure to check and be sure to confirm. And if you're working with an outside, say like me, I work with Wig and I work with Early Head Start, and we work on like goals for Myrania. We have goals every month for Myrania. And if you have goals, just tell them, hey, this is my goal. I want my daughter to be walking by 9 months. So could you help me out? Even though it's just something you have to tell them, because they are just there to get your money. Some people change. I've had other complaints about the same daycare of people who have taken the kid that they're not changing the diaper. They're changing the diaper until the last minute when somebody's coming to pick them. So it's just something you have to be really sure. Being a new mom, I didn't know that. I didn't know about the laws of daycare and not daycare. I didn't know because I've never had a child. I don't know any laws about having a child in America. I don't know any laws about daycare. So those are the things that I had to read about later. And I'm like, this woman was just being mean to me, and I just don't get it. So that's my really experience I had with daycare. And Myrania is not in daycare anymore, so I'm just home because she's not like you guys know, she's not feeling well, and I'm not feeling well. So we have just been staying home this is almost going the second week that we're home. But so I just wanted to come here and share with you my experience. If you have a bad experience with daycare stuff, you can leave them in the comment section. I'd love to know. If you have any rules or stuff that I should look for when looking for daycare, please let me know in the comment section. I would really appreciate. And I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.
Have you missed us? We have missed you so much. Happy Sunday. So